sometimes when you're stuck there. You're chained to your circumstances and you're between a rock, that guy, and a hard place. This is where Peter found himself. Here's the good news. Though Peter found himself between a rock and a hard place, chained to his circumstances, there was a church praying for him. And when things aren't going right, I want you to know that you've got a church that's praying for you. How many of y'all received a card in the mail this week with names? On Wednesday night, we were praying for you on Wednesday night. And we wrote it down and we sent it to you because we want you to know that we are praying for you. All of us that were there Wednesday night wrote out a little song. We're praying for you. We love you. Bless you. We're thinking about you tonight. When you're between a rock and a hard place in your circumstance, listen, the chains are real. Peter wasn't making it up, right? He wasn't just whining and just complaining. He wasn't just saying, oh, woe is me, complaining about his circumstances, and so-and-so doesn't like me, and so somebody looked at me wrong at work, and so now I'm in bondage. No, if that's a whole different deal. You just need to get a backbone. We're talking about a real situation. We're talking about Peter really being in prison, really being chained to a wall, knowing that his supposed trial was the next day, and this was going to be the end for him. There was a church praying. He was there between a rock and a hard place. After verse 6, the night before Herod was to bring, Peter was sleeping between two soldiers. Verse 7, suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared, and a light shone in the cell. He struck Peter on the side and woke him up. Quick, get up, he said, and the chains fell off of Peter's wrist. So here's the deal. Peter is chained to his circumstances. He's between a rock and a hard place. There's a praying church somewhere praying for him and interceding for him right now. And the angel of the Lord is dispatched. Don't you know today, I want you to understand that God literally, physically, really has angels that He dispatches on your behalf. When you pray for others, the Lord dispatches angels at His command. They go and they make a way where there seems to be no way. Several years ago, we did a study on Wednesday nights where we went all through the Bible and we looked at the work of the angels. And what you'll be surprised is that angels are always the agents in the shadows operating. Daniel in the lion's den. The lions didn't just fall asleep. Daniel comes out and he says, the angel of the Lord shut the mouth of the lion. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the fiery furnace. It says the angel of the Lord encompassed them in that fiery furnace and protected them. There are always angels being dispatched. Jesus said that every little one, all these little ones that we prayed for, has an angel assigned to them. The idea of a guardian angel is right from the mouth of Jesus Christ. Our children literally do have an angel assigned to them to protect them and go with them. Angels are always at work on your behalf. There's power in your prayers. You ought to pray with power and not to pray, Lord, I know today that as my kids go out, your angels are protecting them. And you begin to intercede for your kids and intercede for your grandkids and know that angels are on the scene right as you pray, doing the will of the Father. Well, the angel had a message. His message was, quick, get up. Pokes him in the side. I don't know how Peter could sleep there, chained up, but he was sleeping, and the angel poked him and said, quick, get up. Deliverance demands a response. Till we can pray for you all day long. I can intercede for you. I can pray for you. I can preach the word to you. But when the angel of the Lord comes, when deliverance comes, you've got a choice. And that choice is to stay chained up where you are, even though the chains have been broken, to stay able to look and say, no, but you don't understand. This guy and this guy, they'll kill me if I move from here. A rock and a hard place have defined my position. And I can't move from here. No, when deliverance comes, church, we need to respond to deliverance. There's too many people, too many Christians who are still living with the pain of the past, who still allow the pain of the past to dictate their whole life. My goodness, don't let the pain of the past dictate what you do today. There's people that won't love again because they've been hurt in the past. People that won't get close to anybody because they've been burned in the past. People that somebody said something to them and now they have a low self-image. My goodness, you were bought with a price. Jesus Christ has set you free. You cannot stay where you are anymore. You've got to hear the angel of the Lord speaking to you today saying, quick, get up. Let's go. It's time to move out of this dark, damp cell and to get deliverance in your life. So he says in verse 7, suddenly the angel of the Lord appeared and a light shone in the cell and he struck Peter on the side and he said, quick, get up. He said, and the chains fell off of Peter's wrist. Verse 8, Then the angel said to him, put on your clothes and sandals. And Peter did so. Wrap your cloak around you and follow me, the angel told him. A bossy angel, isn't he? Verse 9, Peter followed him out of the prison, but he had no idea that what the angel was doing was really happening. I think this is so cool. All this is happening. Who's ever gotten up in the middle of the night, like you heard a noise, and you get up in the middle of the night, and you're not quite sure what's happening? You know, you hear a noise outside, or the wind is hitting something, and you kind of get up and you're not sure. Who's ever gotten a phone call, like early in the morning, and you were still sleeping, and later on you woke up and you weren't quite sure if you actually had that phone conversation? Never happened to anybody? So this is where Peter's at, right? So Peter gets up, and he's putting on his clothes, and he's running, he's following an angel, and he's still not sure exactly what's going on, if this is real or if this is a vision. Verse 10. They passed the first and second guards and came to the iron gate leading to the city. It opened for them by itself, and they went through it. When they had walked the length of one street, suddenly the angel left him. Boy, there's a lot in there. And the first thing I want to tell you is, God is well able to open doors that no man can shut.